Omówiono najważniejsze sprawy związane z dalszym rozwojem projektu w tej kraju.
He's smoking. I'm not even doing that.
Hey everybody, welcome to Live Sci-Fi, and my name is Tim, in case you don't know. And tonight we're going to be talking all things Sallie House. If you're not aware, next week we have a big ghost hunt at the Sallie House. It's going to be a live broadcasted on YouTube for not 24 hours, not 48 hours, but 72 fucking hours. We're going to be at this house, and we are going to be searching for the answers of what haunts the house, and also trying to document paranormal activity with your help. And I'm very happy to tell you guys we have a special guest tonight. We have Kristen Manning, who is going to be live on location next week. Kristen, are you here?
I'm here. Hello.
Do you want to give any shout outs to anybody before we start?
Yeah, we shout out to Desmond and Tina and Jackie and Nancy. How's that?
Awesome. That's great. I'll give some shout outs. Anybody in the chat room who wants a shout out, just make sure you give us a like, and please share the show on your social networks. It helps out a lot. And later tonight, I'm going to be doing a quick Bloody Mary experiment at midnight after the show, which we have 2 shows scheduled tonight, so hopefully you guys will tune in for that. But let's get some shout outs. Shout outs to BJ, Sarah, Ira, Ash, Ty, Jeff, DJ, Friend, I am Zenva, Sierra, Nicole, Renfrain, Dark, Raymond, Jacinta, Zach, Ross White. I see you guys in the chat room. So what we're going to be doing is, it's going to be kind of crazy. Kristen and I are getting there at the location at the Sallie House over the weekend. And what we're going to be doing on Sunday night, this isn't a show up yet, but we thought we'd let you guys know first. At 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning, Kristen and I are going to be doing a live show from the Sallie House. And it's not really the start to the investigation, but one thing I always wanted to try at the Sallie House is the 3 Kings ritual. And I thought it'd be really interesting to do this experiment downstairs in the basement, and it's really cool.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, yeehaw. So it's gonna probably set this experiment up right on top of the pentagram. We're gonna probably
Where else would you put it?
Exactly. We're gonna start the show at 2 in the morning, or probably 12 at midnight, and then just let it go, and then 3 in the morning is when we start the ritual. And I thought it'd be really cool because you know how much of a big fan I am of mirrors and scrying and all that, so I thought that would be really cool. And then once that's over, on Monday night at 8 p.m. Pacific, we are going to start the ghost hunt, and it's going to go all the way until Wednesday. So yeah, should be pretty cool. So if you guys have any questions tonight, how we're going to do it during the live feed is you can just tweet me at Live Sci-Fi, and I will try to answer any questions you have about the ghost hunt or about our experiences in the house. Anything else I will not answer. This is just a Sallie House kind of preview of what we're going to be doing over the next 3 days next week. So Kristen, so I don't know. For those that don't know, how did you and I first meet?
We met because I had been looking into the Sallie House. It's a location that's close to me, and in doing that, I came across your YouTube channel and watched you investigating there. And while I was watching you, I was seeing the things that were around you, and I mean, sketching them like crazy. And so I never do this. I never show, at that point, had never shown anybody my sketches or what I see, because people just don't want to see it. So it's very odd for me to reach out to someone I don't know and then show them the sketches, but that's what I did. So I sent you an email, and I said, this is me, and this is what I do, and this is what I saw. And you said, well, why don't you drive up and show me some of those drawings? And so I did. I came up for just like an hour or two on one of the investigations, and showed you a couple of my sketches, and one was of the hellhound and one was of the white lady. And when I turned the page to show you the white lady, the biggest thing I remember is you like kind of just jumping up and leaving the room.
Yeah.
And I did.
Uh-oh. I think we lost Kristen there.
No.
Yeah, hey.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Yeah, so you came back in the room, and you were, like, how in the world and where did you see her? And because you had already known about this entity. So, but you and I hadn't talked about it or anything, and so that was kind of cool to be validated by you like that. So.
Yeah.
And you made me walk through the Sallie House by myself. The test. Yeah.
Yeah, we...
I took the test and I passed.
Yeah, Kristen actually drew a sketch that first time that we were out there. I'll show it right now. And this is actually, I think it was up in the servants, or actually, I'd say the servants' bedroom. This is actually when I was laying down on the floor.
Yeah.
And actually, this is the main room there. Sorry, yeah. We have a lot of sketches that we'll show tonight and photos and stuff. But yeah, this is when I had laid down. I felt like there was a bunch of kind of energy pulling me down into the ground.
Yeah.
Into the floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Now I'm gonna we'll just kind of run through the photos, you guys. I just want to give you guys an idea first of what the Sallie House looks like in case this is your first time watching. We've been there a bunch of times, and the reason for that is that this place has really intrigued me over the years due to the evidence that we've been able to capture. So what I'm gonna do... Hey, is your feed on?
Yeah.
Can you... Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't have any.
There's a little bit of
sound
echo.
on here. Are you hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's not playing now.
Weird. Okay. All right, so... It's so strange not to echo. Hey, Kristen, let me call you back in a bit. Like, in just like 5 minutes. Okay, bye. It's so weird. I guess we had a cricket inside the phone. But, so I'll show you guys just a little bit of the house here before we talk here. This is the outside the house. Now, what's pretty cool about this is this house, to me, it just looks like a very unassuming house. It has a pointed tip, which many people believe that houses that have pointed tips in them are more susceptible to paranormal activity. But if you're walking down just Atchison Street, this house just looks like a normal house. However, if you walk around it, you can see that the house is very interesting, has a very interesting geometric shape. As you can see, there's a nice little barbecue that we use sometimes on the outside of the house. So thank you. What I'm going to do is show you guys some of the photos. This is a picture of the closet inside Sally's room. And and we've caught a couple of times on camera this door moving by itself. And it's a pretty heavy old school door, and it has like, you know, one of the old doorknob and latches on it. And it's a very interesting house. This is the stairwell that I dread going up and down. I always feel like I'm going to be attacked when I'm on it. We've caught multiple shadow figures that we've shown on some of our videos in the past. There was also recently, I posted up on our Twitter, we had a viewer that captured a lady that was actually at the top of the stairs that was not human. We think it to be possibly a ghost or a demonic manifestation of Sallie. And this is the basement here. This basement is pretty haunted. It's kind of weird. It has a big hole in one of the walls. You can actually walk back there. And a lot of psychics and sensitives believe that this is one of the portals in the house that links directly to the negative energy in the house. So, with that being said, we're going to be out there for pretty much I'll be out there for 4 days. 3 days we're going to be streaming it live. It's going to be absolutely insane. And if you guys have any questions, I'm going to try to get Kristen back on the phone really quickly. I'm going to show in the meantime, while I try to get her on the phone, one of the ghost box sessions we actually did down in the basement, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, I'll be right back, you guys, okay? So this is actually, it was in 2012. So I'll go ahead and start it up here. Right? Sallie? Where is the devil? Right here?
Which room?
Here. No, scratch my arms. Scratch my arms. yeah, peace love. If you're here, scratch my arms. They're right here. Invoke fear. Yeah, what happens when we die? Can you say Scott's name? Can you say Scott's name? Why is the spirit, I feel that you're hiding from us. You don't want to communicate to us. Are you going to hurt one of us down here? Is this box easier for you to talk to us onto? Or talk to us? Can you hear me? Hello?
It's on.
It's what? It's on what? It's on good now? Are there any human spirits in this house? Yes. Yes.
I'm from
Where are you from?
Is the hole another gateway to hell?
Hacking.
Gate. It's a gate.
It's a gate? It's a gateway to hell? Who communicated to us on the Ouija board last night? Legio! Oh, Legio! Oh, that's pretty good. How many demons are in this house? We can help you.
Hold on, this one.
Legio. Tim? What about me? No heaven? Are you in heaven? Where do you want me to come? Minecraft boy says, "Are you male? Are you a male or female spirit? Girl? How many of you are there?" Their own doing? Who brought the demons here? Who invited them in this house? Who brought the demons in this house?
Sneeze.
Demons. Why? Why are you here? Why are you here? Who touched my leg?
Can you help us? Yeah.
Show your presence. Come through this gateway and show us your presence.
Something tap me on the head, dude.
I'm telling you, it's
Something
getting
tap
weird
me
in
on
here.
the head.
It's getting weird in here.
Tap me on the head again.
Samantha Puffer from Twitter asks at Samantha the Puffer says, "Tell it to stop hiding who it truly is and show its real face." That's how I feel. Show it. You got it. Show me your real face. It just said you got it. Where are you? Make a form in here. Pick it up.
Yep.
Right through the gateway here. Show me something. That's what I thought. You're weak. You're weak. You're weak. Where are you? You're waiting for us to
Mediate.
what's that?
Mediate?
Let's turn this over. Yeah. Thanks, Carter. Tim, what? What did you say, Tim? You're what? I'm what? Tell me what I am. Kill you? You're gonna kill me? My baby? Yeah? Well, fuck you. You can't even hurt me right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Sci-Fi. Alright, so thought I'd give you guys a little jump scare for once. But yeah, anyways, so I'm really excited to go back to the Sallie House. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We have Kristen back on the line here, and yeah, I want you guys to guess what's in the box. What's in the box? Yeah. Anyways, so In this box, we actually have a bloody sweater that we found at the house. Yeah, we found this sweater at the at the Sallie House, and we actually brought it back. We had tested it. It is positive for blood. We just have to do some DNA testing on it. But we're going to bring it back to the house and use it as a trigger object. It's we actually found this, I believe, in 2011. So it is not a dildo, Visca. I promise you that. The only reason why I'm not, I think, let's see here.
Possessed dildo.
Yeah, I just don't want to open this thing up. This is absolutely disgusting, and I don't want to contaminate it. But yeah, the fibers and stuff like that are pretty gross. But it is in there, and yeah, it should be pretty cool. We're gonna use it as a trigger object. And the story behind the sweater is when we did this investigation, a couple of nights before the investigation, when I was at my house, I had a dream of a boy at the house, and basically in my dream, I was in the house and I was alone, and I was sitting down on the carpet in the main living room area by the window. And as I was just kind of looking around, all of a sudden a boy appeared, and this boy reached out his hand, and then the next thing I know in my dream, I'm climbing up the stairs with him, just walking up very slowly. And then the next thing I know, I'm in the master bedroom closet. And then I look down and he's there chained up, and then he's just bleeding everywhere. And guess what he was wearing? He was wearing a blue sweater. Anyways, a couple of days after that, I was in the Sallie House, and I was in the master bedroom closet, and I was doing the EVP session, and I kept on getting EVPs that was talking about a boy in a sweater and stuff like that. And then so Scotty, actually, we thought, hey, you know, let's put something up in the attic, and we got a little camera and we placed it up in the attic, like Scotty did. And as he was coming down the ladder, his hand slipped, and underneath the insulation, sorry, just trying to figure the word, but underneath the insulation where his hand slipped, he felt a sweater. He pulled it up, and bam, there was a blue sweater.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. And so anyways, Kristen actually drew the sketch of the representation of the boy that I saw. It's pretty creepy. But this is the boy in the master bedroom closet. And a lot of people ask me, hey, why do you keep on going back to the Sallie House? And this is one of the reasons. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
What actually happened there.
Yeah, what actually happened there. Because I do believe that there is a story in this.
Yeah. There most certainly is.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, so let's see here. So another thing that Kristen sketched was another dream that I had actually a year later, and this had to do with the Dr. Feeney. And for those that don't know, Dr. Feeney is actually, he was the one who built the house and the house next to it, and he was the surgeon and a surgeon slash doctor. And a bunch of times when I have done Ouija in the house, when I channeled, I've visually seen a doctor cleaning his instruments and stuff. And I had this one dream when I was at the Sallie House where this doctor was actually performing kind of like a surgery, I would say, on a woman.
Yeah.
And it was as if I was sitting back, and maybe Kristen, you can kind of take it from here, but he was actually taking off one of her breasts. And I don't know if he was,
Yeah.
I still don't know. There's been some documentation that Dr. Feeney actually cross-dressed. He was seen during, you know, at some public functions where he was actually dressed as a woman. We found that out later on. But this picture was kind of unique, or or in my dream, he was actually taking off pieces of the woman and almost like playing with them. So in the sketch, this is what Kristen drew, and maybe you can kind of talk about what you saw.
Well, it was just really creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, usually when Tim has me do a sketch of something that he has seen or dreamt, like a vision he's had, he'll give me some information, but not all of the information. Really just, which I appreciate because it challenges me to kind of try to channel from him what he saw and see how close I can get to it, really. And so he'd said he'd seen the doctor removing one of the woman's breasts. And so I just, quieted myself and tried to really see what you saw. And this is what I came up with. Mm-hmm. And it's what I saw through you, basically. And it had a real distinct feeling that it wasn't necessarily like she had breast cancer and he was doing a mastectomy. It felt more, playful is a bad word, but it felt more like he was playing than, like he was enjoying himself rather than doing a surgery, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. It does.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Jacinta from Twitter asked if Kristen will be there on location, and I said yes, she will be there. And
I will be there.
yeah, but Kieran will also be there, so it's just going to be the three of us: Kieran, Kristen, and me, Tim. All right. So, Frosty Girl 23 from Twitter asks, "What's your favorite area in the Sallie House?" And that leads us actually to our next sketch. And this is the sketch that Kristen drew of the energy surrounding the pentagram in the basement. Now, for me, the basement is definitely one of my most favorite places in the house. It's probably one of the most scariest, but at the same time, it's probably the best place to capture activity. And it just has a real ominous and dark feeling, and we've just captured some amazing EVPs, physical scratches, and just great evidence from down there. One of my very first encounters at the Sallie House occurred in the basement, and it's something that I will never forget. But Kristen, maybe you can just talk a little bit about your sketch here that you drew and what you saw.
Yeah. Well, there's a tremendous amount of energy coming out of that hole down there, and it kind of loops around the room. Sometimes it's led or with an entity that I'll see with it, and sometimes it's just like a black gray, and it doesn't feel like a mist. It's more like fabric or something. It's thicker than a mist, but it gets ramped up, and it will circle the room really quickly, and it always goes over to the pentagram, and it's like it draws from that, and it draws from the hole, and it goes back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, you guys. So actually, I'm going to show a sketch that I had never seen before. So yeah, Kristen sent it to me. And, yeah, this is something that I had never seen before. So when she sent it over to me tonight, I was like, wow, like what the fuck is this? But how come I never saw it? But yeah, we're going to show this. No, it's all right. It's kind of creepy. So yeah, we'll go ahead and show it right now. So Kristen, maybe you could just talk about the sketch. This is the sketch with the 5 people with their faces blacked out.
Yeah, when I started getting the visions of the children in the basement and being chained up and different things happening to them, I was also getting spoken to by a woman that I believe her name to be Anna. And she was kind of informing me on the things that had gone on, and so as she spoke, and this was a couple of investigations ago, but as she spoke, basically she was saying that there was a group of powerful men in the town that enjoyed playing with children, basically, was the nice way to put it. And so at that point I started seeing them, but she said they were very good at hiding who they really were. And I could not make out their faces. They were just like these black holes where their faces should be. They were very well dressed, but very kind of intimidating and powerful as a group. And I never did see their faces. There's one that I got a little bit of a better look at, but for the most part, they just had black holes where their faces should be. And they would come together and play with their new plaything that was chained up downstairs and do, whatever they wanted to do. And none of them felt like Dr. Finney to me. It felt like, almost the next generation of men that were there, whether the house infects the people or infected people that are mean and evil are drawn to the house. I don't know which way it works, but that these men definitely did some terrible things and did them as a group, and it was very secretive. So,
Right.
that's what that is.
Yeah. Hey, Kristen, why don't you, what do you think is haunting the house? I mean, I wish you could, what do you think is going on there?
I definitely think there's a demonic entity there, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it really does enjoy using the people that have been there before. That I feel like a lot of spirit is kind of attached to the house due to the experiences there.
Sure.
And so, like, whether it's like the chicken or the egg, which came first.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to decipher, but I feel that there is a demonic presence that was brought there wrongly. I think that it really does control the people that would live in that house to do terrible things. But I think that the people that do those terrible things have a predilection in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they're not good people to start with.
Sure.
So it's easier to twist them further, if
Right.
that makes any sense. But I do believe that a lot of atrocities happened there repeatedly. So in Finney's time, in these five men's time, in more recent years, just people that have lived there, ended up doing things they would normally do necessarily.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And it just leads to more power for that demon and more. I mean, his role is to destroy the family, and how many families have been destroyed by the deeds that were done in that house? Countless. If I'm to believe the visions that I get and the information I get from Anna, there's a lot of families that were destroyed by what the five men did and by what Finney may have done, or other people that have lived there. So,
Sure.
He's fulfilling his goal.
Yeah, I got a question from Morgan. Morgan asked, how do I feel about the Sallie House this time around? I don't know. I mean, every time is kind of like a new experience for me, and I know we're going to be trying a bunch of different things, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens this time around, and there's going to be less people in the house, and it should be pretty interesting. It should be really interesting broadcast, so hopefully with your
and
guys'
you can't really tell what's going to happen.
Yeah, you can never expect anything in that house. It seems like as soon as you start expecting something, it just constantly plays with you. So you just got to go in and just go with whatever is working at the time. let's see here. So do you guys have any questions in the chat? I'm going to show one more video. This was taken in 2012. We did a Gaunsfield Ouija session downstairs in the basement, and this is what happened. So here we go. T E
Tim.
Scary shit. I'm like freaked out. I don't want to go in the house.
Want some more holy roll?
Just cut the experiment first.
He's steaming. Dude, you're steaming. Look at that, dude. You're smoking. I'm not even doing that. You getting that?
That's not. Yeah, I got it. It's not live right now, but I got it.
What? Can we go live?
Yeah.
Why is he steaming? Put some on my neck. See if I'm steaming. Am I steaming?
Just cut the experiment first.
He's steaming. Live?
Okay, live.
Can we check out that steam?
Just cut the experiment.
Dude. Dude, you're steaming. Put some more on? That's crazy. We did it to us, did it to me, and it wasn't steaming. Hold on. Steaming. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm steaming. All right, you guys. So I am really looking forward to going to the Sallie House. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to watching the live show. I want to say thank you to Kristen tonight. Kristen,
You're
do you have any
welcome.
final words?
Thanks for having me, and I'm really excited to get out there.
Yeah, it should
More
be
discoveries to be had.
more discoveries to be had. And yeah, we'll be doing some giveaways during the live show when we're out there. And yeah, I would appreciate everyone's support. Please like and subscribe to the show. And I will see you guys later for Bloody Mary. All right, you guys. Good night. Bye.
Bye.